Hello, the internet. My name is Reader Acted, and welcome to the stream. And welcome back to the fourth episode of Tiny Bookshop. Oh dear. Excuse me. When we last time, we were just starting the third week of the autumn season. We're 2 weeks, I believe, until the spooky festival, whatever it was called. The Halloween equivalent for the game. And we've already completed the... Oh yeah, you need to make your bookshop spooky. That's easy. I just need to remember to switch to the spooky setting on the day. Consider my track record of forgetting to switch my decorations as I move about. That's, well, it's a little, yes, well. Anyway, let's resume the game and figure out where we're going today. Is there anything particular on? No, there's nothing on today. After streams ended last time, I accidentally clicked on the very sold paperbacks for 15 gold and bought it. I was very upset with myself. It was a complete misclick and honestly was not worth it. But it is what it is. And it was only 15. It could have been worse. I could have clicked on the kids' books for 45. And we are not short of kids' books. We're not shifting them, especially not this time of year. So, this being the case, the next consideration is what quests do we have? The beach wants us to sell 15 fancy books in a day. Okay, it's doable. Cafe Liberté. I think we are working through our membership at the Buxton Bay Traders Association, so that's ongoing. That'll progress whenever we go there, I assume. Mega Marché, there are 3 quests. I've been avoiding it because I don't like the Mega Savings Monday, which demands that we cut our prices. And yeah, I'm barely scraping by as it is. I'm not cutting my prices for anyone. St. Buxton University, we've completed the current quest, so we need a new one. So we could go there and unlock something. The Lighthouse, we're still working on trying to sell plays. So I might go for that one because that's an ongoing quest that we're active. 5 scary recommendations to pioneers. I have been running into so much trouble trying to get scary recommendations because they want horror and all my crime books I show up with keep being, well, crime. And trying to find horror amongst the fantasy and the classics is actually kind of frustrating. That's a very slow-moving quest. But we've got to do it at some point. Flea market is only on certain days, so we can't do that. So our options essentially are Castle Ruins, to try to progress the scary story recommendations. The Lighthouse, progress the plays. I'm going to be honest, I'm leaning towards doing this one because we're only one off. And then finding more quests at St. Buxton University or at Cafe Liberté. I mean, technically, selling 15 fancy books in a day is entirely possible. At the beach, do I want to bother with that? I don't want to bother with that at the minute, I'm going to be honest. So, a needle pulling thread. Let's go to the Lighthouse. We'll finish that one quest on recommending plays. So, Lighthouse likes crime and drama. So, full shelf for crime, full shelf for drama. 5 fact, 5 fantasy, 5 classics, 5 kids, 6 travel, and then 2 extra crime and 1 extra crime and drama. There we go, bring it up to 48, and away we go. Fluffy sheep. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Do you know, I did it again. I did not change my stock to account, or my decorations to account for the fact that I'm not likely to be selling fact books today, which means that newspaper rack is going to cost me money and is probably not going to bring much in. Ah, Bailey. Good boy, Bailey. Can we teach you this? Yes, you are. Harper needs help. Harper always needs help. I'd like to read more about the beautiful nature on planet Earth, and I usually prefer factual books. I'm a fan of books like Down Under. Yeah, I've already finished the last one. An entertaining yet educational travelogue exploring the sunburned country, also known as Australia. Marvel at the country's people, history, landscape, flora and fauna. Okay. This is why I stocked so many travel books, because I know what Harper's like. Rambles in Germany and Italy in 1840, 1842 and 1843. Okay, 84 Charing Cross Road. An epistolary memoir about a friendship that develops over a shared love of books. A light-hearted, humorous collection of letters between a bookseller in London and a writer in New York City, desperate to fill gaps in her collection. Korean comic book with recipes. Is a river alive? Now that sounds like the sort of thing we could sell to Harper. Go on, kiddo. Yep, there we go. Knew she'd like that one. Hey, I'll just pick out a new book if that's okay. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. And let's hope the nice weather holds up until Saturday. Everyone's counting on it for the flea market. I think my problem with Fern is that he is exactly as socially as awkward as I am. Oh, here we go. What's he want? I can't live without sci-fi. I'm ready for a 700-page commitment. I've already sold most of my fancy. Smeg. That's a problem. Okay. Oh dear. I think we've stuffed on our recommendations straight off because, yeah. I didn't bring a great deal of sci-fi, and Fern's come in like, I want a big, thick sci-fi book. You are in the wrong location to get a big, thick sci-fi book, my dude. Gosh darn it. We're going to struggle with this one, I think. I mean, I don't think I've even got that many big, thick books available. I mean, look at my classics. 96, 202, 128, 122. They're all short classics. Yeah, there's no even amongst the kids sci-fi. Goram it. Sorry, got nothing. You're SOLL, my dude. Oh, hey. I just remembered I forgot to switch the sounds of the game on. And we're on. Right. Let's try again and hope we can sell a play this time. I'm looking for books by women. I'd like to... A must-read classic piece of literature. Beloved is one of my all-time favourites, okay. Unrivaled piece of gothic historical fiction by Toni Morrison, master of magical realism. Beloved tells a story about trauma of slavery and how past hurt can linger like a ghost. Lovely. Okay, so we need a classic by a woman. Shouldn't be too hard. George Bernard Shaw. Isn't George Bernard Shaw a pseudonym for a female writer? No, I'm thinking of somebody else. Okay. George Eliot, what am I thinking of? Yes, George Eliot was the pseudonym of Mary Ann Evans. I knew it was a George something was a classic writer. But that's not helpful to us. So Pygmalion's out. Hamlet's definitely out. With Midsummer Night's Dream. Oh, you're... Great. So I got no classics written by women. Well, that is... spitty. I wonder if I could sell her Beloved. Beloved was one of my favourite books. Okay, Charlotte Bronte. There we go. Classic female writer. We good. Still no one wanting to play. Come on, play. Something utterly scary, but please don't give me anything too grisly. I'm a fan of the books like Turning of the Screw. The young governess slowly realises the two children under her care are the target of creepy ghosts who haunt the estate. The troubling part is that Flora and Miles seem perfectly fine with it. Worst job ever. Right, okay. Come on, let's say this one. 5 survive just isn't scary enough. Well, whatever. Screw you, hippie. There's a lot of very loud Hawaiian shirts for autumn. Well, this didn't go at all well, did it? 2 failed recommendations and no progress on the plays, despite the fact that we had multiple plays in stock that I could have sold if anyone wanted one. How am I supposed to do recommend a play when nobody wants plays? That was frustrating. But we got 44 after expenses, so I reckon, I don't know, do we want to risk going back again, or do we want to do something else? Decisions. How are we going to do this? All new romance novels, down to 15, that's fairly good. Most drama, I suspect, but yeah. 1 classic, 1 crime, 25 drama. Yeah, it's a boost to our stocks. Mint condition murders, not really necessary. Okay. No, we don't need to be there. Are we going to go to the lighthouse again and make another attempt to sell plays? Yes, let's do that. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't a bad day. We made decent money. We just didn't manage to sell what we wanted. I'm going to go a little heavier on sci-fi and risk being low on fact. Okay, 1 less fact, 1 more sci-fi. That way, if Fern shows up, I might have an answer for him. And if I don't, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, here we go again. Day 2 of trying to get all the world's a stage. Recommend 3 plays at Lighthouse to inspire new love for the theatre, which is a prerequisite for the quest to get the band some performance space, which is why I'm so insistent on doing this, because I know there's a follow-on quest coming. Okay, good. Right. Thomas is into plays. Thomas might want a recommendation. Thomas is who I need to get the follow-up quest for. Here we go. Come on. Historical settings appeal to me. I usually like books with plot twists. That's not helpful for plays, my dude. Come on, take the play, take the play, take the play. Yes! And I'm good. Oh, thank goodness for that. Seifu! Leah! Oh, wow, look at that. We've got Anne and Harper in as well as others. Hi, cutie. Hi. Oh, hi. She's talking to the dog, not me.
Yeah.
Who's my favourite boy? Yes, you are. Well, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well myself, enjoying the fresh air. I can't wait for the flea market. It was so much fun to help out at the Horticultural Society last time. Will the bookshop be there again? It seemed like people were really interested last time. I said, it's a license to print money. Come on, you should go. Let's hang out there, all right? Harper wants a book. Obsessed with outer space today, are we, Harper? Okay. Interested in fact books. No. 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 Okay, let's be honest here. She wants a fact book on a day where I specifically brought less fact books, because screw me, I guess. Houses, building techniques, gemology. Yeah, we're stuffed. Sorry, Harper, nothing for you today. It rather was. We don't stock fact books on today. Could that child be in school? What about you? Not afraid of bitter tragedy, and I could get into a romance novel. Can you help me? Romance tragedy. Okay. Probably not Stephen King. Mystery of the Blue Train is Poirot. Library book. No. Complete Father Brown. No. Maisie Dobbs, book 1. Midsummer Night's Dream isn't tragedy. Tale of Despereaux. Story about romance, princesses, castles and soup. Interesting combination. Okay, The Martian Chronicles by Ray Bradbury. Far Distant Future of 2030. Far Distant is suddenly becoming very close. Yikes. Camilla. Lesbian vampires? There's horror. Maybe some romance? Let's see if we get with that one. I don't think I will. Oh, no, we did. Excellent. Surprising choice. Surprising victory. I'll take it. Oh, and another recommendation. Right, I want yearning and blushing, please. There needs to be a happy ending. That could be an issue. Little Women. I have no idea if that's got a happy ending. Doll's House. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Pygmalion. I'm not sure. Those are travel books. I'll try Little Women. Probably the closest to yearning and blushing we got. Okay. I didn't think much of the cover, but I love a happily ever after. Good. Excellent. And Fern is back. And if Fern doesn't ask for sci-fi this time, I'm going to kill him. He rejected fantasy. I'm going to kill him. Although, once again, I've completely sold on my drama. Oh, maybe it wasn't he rejected fantasy, but we were out of fantasy. That's a possibility. Considering this is supposed to be the we don't sell fantasy area, we're selling a lot of fantasy here. Ooh, okay. That's half price now. That's actually worth a punt, I think. Mint condition murders. 10 of them are kids' books. What? Do you know what? Nope. Nope. Right, we're going back to the lighthouse because, well, we need to get the completion in on the quest. That was it. The quest that we had. The thing, the dude, the thing. What's it? Thingy jobby. I'm going to take 2 drama because we keep outselling those. I will take the 6 fancy because we did sell those. I'll take an extra fact book against a travel book and hope that will feed Harper when she inevitably shows up and causes trouble again. And I forgot to remove the bloody newspaper rack again. God damn it. And we were making money, and it's only 2 gold a day to leave it up there, but it's the principle of the thing. What does Fern want? Fern can't decide. Needs a self-help book. Can't cope with anything tragic. Okay, that's difficult. Self-help book. Can't cope with tragedy. Blare your enthusiasm? Maybe, maybe not. Decoration of houses? Probably not. Traditional building techniques? Probably not. Gemology, a study of ruby. The Enigma Girls. How 10 teenagers broke ciphers, kept secrets, and helped win World War II. I don't know about the history of Bletchley Park being particularly self-help. I'm going to be honest. Travels of Marco Polo. An Encyclopedia of British and European African Birds. Round Luxembourg with Broke. Age of License of Traveller. This comic is many things. Charming travel memoir, trip through Europe, a light-hearted advice book for anyone with travel anxieties. This seems good. This should be a good fit, yes? Yes! Good. Excellent. First recommendation of the day, and Fern, and hello Harper. Hey you! You're gonna come to the next flea market again, right? You have to, there's different stuff there every time. And what if you miss that one really great treasure because you don't go? Yes, Harper, I'll be at the flea market like I have been every week since I showed up in town, because the flea market is the only place I can get more shells. I'm not salty about this, I know, not at all. Oh, 2 recommendations at once? I quite like a thrilling story. I quite like crime novels, but don't make a big deal. Okay, thrilling crime. We've always lived in the castle. Merricat's family is a dark, arsenic-laced secret. The whole town has ostracized them for it. This unsettling mystery novel is for those who love strange and gothic stories. Maybe. Complete Father Brown. Come on, there we go. Should do you. I love a juicy crime novel, or whatever. No problemo. And this one... You can't go wrong with a play. I occasionally enjoy escaping with a good young adult novel. Can you help me, or whatever? Okay, young adult play. Have the Doll's House. There we go. Hit the play button, that was the important thing. And here's Thomas. You won't believe it. I've seen at least 3 different people reading Julius Caesar recently. And everyone knows that Shakespeare is kind of my thing. So naturally I went up to them to give them some pointers. Who knew there were people in Buxtonbury beside me interested in theatre? I'll definitely have to stage a performance of Julius Caesar now. Hooray! All the world's a stage. Thanks to renewed interest in theatre, some kids have formed a new acting troupe. With a few more people, we'll have enough for a small cast. Of course, I will have to take the titular role. With your attitude, I'm sure everybody will be looking forward to stabbing you in the back, mate. As a play's director, it makes sense for me to have fewer scenes, and who else could pull off Caesar? I'll go and edit the script right now. And how about you come back tomorrow? I might have a part for you too. Yeah, I'll pass. But the important thing is... Oh, hey. Chat to the committee. Yes, all done. Poke the pigeon. The mysterious island. And it's raining again tomorrow. Today. Well, it's raining today and it's storming tomorrow. Yike. But it's the flea market today. So we definitely know we're going. Right, mixed bundle of books for 10. That sounds very good to me. We got a smattering of everything. Except fact. As per usual, fact books are going nowhere. Basement bin bargain. Oh, we've got some fact books there. That's good. And we're going into the flea market with a whole 400 gold. Which means, hopefully, we'll have some good stuff. Fingers crossed. That 45 gold box of kids' books is down to 30 now. Is that going to give us some fact books, I wonder? I'll buy it. We've got enough free cash, we can risk it. No, just kids and fancy. Oh well. Could always do with more fancy. Dagnammit. Okay, so we're going to the flea market today, and flea market sells fact, classic, and travel. Fact, classic, travel. For crime, for drama. For fancy. I'll do 5 kids, 5 fancy, and hope that we're not going to get bitten by this. If we do get bitten, I'm going to be displeased. Now, for a change, we do want the newspaper rack out because it gives a bonus when you sell a fact book. So, yeah, let's go. Let's see what we get. Okay, first off, Tilde, please have shelves. Nope, you got books. Okay. There's whole paperbacks. 6 fact books. Honestly, fact books are all I particularly care about at this point, just because I've got literally only fantasy is anywhere close to as denuded as my fact book collection. Yep, there we go. Still fact. Struggling. True crime anthology is gonna be fact, I hope. Some fact? No, it's all crime. It's all actual crime. I hoped true crime would give me a little bit of, fact. But unfortunately, we're pretty fecked. Hey anime, welcome to the stream. I'm not too bad today. Terra Praetor paint. Let's see what that one's like. Dew and apricot for 10. Okay, cool. Grabbing the more and more paints. I don't need the paints. I'm not allowed to use the paints, but damn it, I want the full collection of paints. Flea market dealer, what's he got for us today? A review board. Ooh, great for leaving recommendations. Plus 1% to all book sale charts when equipped, but 3 daily expense. Is that going to be worth it, I wonder? We've got the toy rocket. Lenkia! Hey, welcome to the stream. Bot, you reckon? That would be a shame. Come on, Anime Gladly, defend yourself. Are you a bot? No answer came the reply. Okay, no, I'm not a bot. Okay, cool. You never can tell these days. There's lots and lots of bots coming in. As for how often I stream, I try to do Monday, Wednesday and Friday evenings. It's not always easy. But, yeah, usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM UK time is when I stream. Let's see what we got. 3 to 1 liftoff, mayday, mayday, unauthorized personnel at the helm. We have at least 7 fact books in the shop, 4% fancy sale kids. Honestly, that's really not worth it while I've got so many books. What kind of games? Tend to be on the comfy side. Just slow moving stuff, chill stuff. I did one dungeon crawling game that was different, but not really my bag. I'm going to try and mix it up a bit. I think the next game I'm going to play is... tough call. Some sort of village settlement builder is probably what I'm going to do next. I've got a few different ones lined up. Okay, we're not going to buy anything from them today. Let's go see if the spooky man has anything interesting. The Gothic vendor has the Crimson Candelabra, the Cauldron, and the Gothic table. What's that one do? Plus 3 to daily expenses, plus 1 to fancy sale charts. See, you're not a bot, but you are somebody who's ignoring the chat rules about self-promotion. Do sod off. Let me make something very clear to you, Anime Gladly. I will never, ever pay anyone who comes into my stream trying to sell their services for any work. Do you know why? Because it smacks of desperation. People who are worth having don't need to go begging to other people. So no, I don't want to see any of your work. I don't want to see you in my stream. Goodbye. I'm a little short-tempered today. Anyway, back to the game. We got Crimson Candelabra increases fancy sale chance. Cauldron, when successfully recommending a fancy chance, plus 2 recommendations per day. See, that's not bad, but it does have plus 3 daily expenses and plus 7 danger. Thing is, if it was a bot, I wouldn't have minded. The self-promo has to have literally clicked on my chat rules that say no self-promotion and still decide to self-promote. You got to be some sort of ass to do that. You really have. I'm going to buy the Cauldron. I'm not going to use it, but I'll keep it because it might be useful. Actually, in combination with the Crimson Candelabra, that'd be pretty cool. And the Gothic table. There we go. We'll clear out the Gothic vendor today with a whole bunch of Gothic stuff. And next time I go somewhere that wants fancy books, I'm going to sell so many fancy books. Hey you, so I'm still not much going on, huh? Ah, gosh, I'm so bored. I love jogging, but there's only so many times you can see the same path. I beg of you, please, distract me with a book. What we got? I could get into a romance novel, and I'm trying to read more female authors. Also, historical settings appeal to me. Okay, classical female author. Okay, let's see if L.M. Montgomery is a female author, because... Lucy Maud Montgomery. Good. Female author. Okay. Classical female author. Booyah. Come on. Yep. There we go. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. It's just frustrating that, you know, people don't follow really basic rules, like, I don't want your guide around self-promotion in my stream. You know, I think I've come up with a temporary idea for the shop's empty space. With the Fall Fear Fest being held near the cafe this year, a dusty and empty room could be quite spooky with the right decorations. Yes, I already have quite a few cobwebs in there, and I'm sure I remember some kind of ghost story. What do you think? Should I try to set up a haunted house? It's kind of perfect, don't you think? I'll start prepping now. Good plan, Till. Excellent plan. So the Fall Fear Fest, which I have to say slowly because I'll trip over my tongue otherwise, is happening by the cafe this year. Might want to concentrate on getting my membership to the Buxton Bay Sellers Association by then. Oh, here comes Harper. What's she going to want this time? And the last with the M name, I forget. There's Klaus. Moira, that's it. Oh. Hey, nice to see you. Want a little break? Feel free to have a look around and do some shopping. I promise I won't take my eyes off the shop in the meantime. Unless I find a book that might occupy my attention. Yeah, thanks, Moira. Hi, can I get a book? I'd love to read something to do with real life, and books about animals are always a good shout. I'm a fan of books like Nasty Nature. Okay, fact book, animals. No, probably not. No. Okay, that's not good. No. I could try and sell her Is the River Alive again. I did that last week. Yep, I sold her the same book twice in a week. Nice. Same promo by same account. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Not a bot, but might as well be for all the spamming. Alright, what's Moira one? Total fan of dystopian novels and rather fond of good sci-fi stories. Also a bit of a young adult fan. Well, this could be a problem. Let's see. Joss Carsten is the only survivor of a starship explosion, so there's no way that Alice, her ex-wife, is truly in front of her. Yet she is created as a sentient AI which the ship thought would help Joss survive. Okay. It doesn't sound dystopian though. Steelheart, the Reckoners, Book 1. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. In a world where superpowers create inhuman despots, David seeks revenge on the strongest of them all, Steelheart, the one deemed invincible, but the one he's seen bleed. Get ready for action-packed sci-fi adventure. Possibly dystopian? Not sure how young adult. And people often argue whether superhero stories are sci-fi or fantasy. I should know, I studied science fiction as communication at university, and we had that argument so flippin' often. Okay, Little Mermaid, Dragon Ball, Invention of Cuba Cabaret, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Tale of Despero. Well, okay. Henry VI, Treasure Island, Romanzo Gitano, Annabelle Lee, Animal Farm, Adventure of Sherlock Holmes, Casca Amontillado. Basically, if Steelheart isn't her bag, then we're not getting much this time. Oh, yep, cool. She's good. Excellent. Okay, sold another one. We are on fire. We are making, well, considering I burnt all my money at the start of the day, and we're up to 93 gold now, I'd say we're selling very well. So despite completely emptying the bank account at the start of the day, we're finishing up with a total of 102. So technically down, but we did very, very well overall. Total of minus 330 after expenses. Yikes! Oh my word. What's a fern do? Classic sale chance, plus 1 to daily expenses. Plus 1 to daily expenses, plus 3 to danger, plus 15% to plant effects. I want my copper jug back out, dang it. Okay, so we did well. We did very well, actually. Oh, wait. No, 50% to plant effects, but minus 3 recommendations for the day. So that's just... Why would you want something that reduces your recommendations per day? It makes no sense to me. Okay, so it's Sunday. So there's nothing on today, and the weather is miserable. Wait, is there... Calendar, that's it. We still have that quest to get rid of the tourists. So let's go to the waterfront with the spookiest, scariest setup we can have and try and get rid of the tourists. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of you, up the spooky effects, get a newspaper rack, replace with the garlic. Oh, actually, let's switch the table out. Oh, it's only 2 spots on the table. Okay, cauldron, candelabra. Why does the candelabra not want to go on the table? There we go. And it's a spooky. Got a spot for him over there. And the skull. There we go, skull. Candelabra, skull. All my spooky stuff is all out. And we're going down to Waterfront Square to try and scare off the tourists. What do we sell? travel and fact primarily. Okay, so there we go. Travel and fact, and then we'll do probably 4 each of all the others. Okay. Yeah. Wretched cruise liner. Pet baby. Love that dog. Oh boy, look what I found. Makes me all nostalgic. It's one of my daughter's old toys, all the way between broken fishing rods at the back of the shed. I've been finding all sorts ever since I cleared out some of the mess in there. First time I've seen the floor in 10 years. It's looking decent in there now, I think about it. And you know, I'm getting tired of sitting out on those steps. The cold doesn't do so well with the elbows. With a new layer of paint, this shed could make a comfy shop, eh? If I could sell the rest of the rubbish inside, which would take some of it off my hands, kiddo. Oh dear, Wallace decided to clear out his old fishing shed, and to take the last items off his hands. Well, let's see what he got, Walt. Square boy. Square, equip this boy. +1 to travel sales, maritime, hanging, bottles of candles. One of the all-time great DIY life hacks, sure to classic style. Increase 2% to drama sales, 1% to classic sales, 7% to danger, and 1 to daily expenses. This wants me to buy his crap. Fine. Buy your rubbish. Not buy new nets. Totally an unfair quest. Okay, what's Anne want? The fish in it does look like a rotten potato. Yeah. Romance is a must-have for me. Also, I'm fancy schmancy novels, fan of persuasion. What do you suggest? It's in Austin. Emperor's New Clothes, East of Eden. New Hampshire. The Great Gatsby. None of those particularly romancy. The Other Bennett Sister. That should do. Yes? Yep, there we go. Let's have a look. Come on. No, fishing net. Rotten... I don't know about rotten potato. It looks kind of like you've... like a potato with weird... I don't know, like someone's tried to do some sort of fancy baked potato and screwed it up massively. I think that's what it's like. Game sounds a little high. Okay, there we go. Dropping down a bit. Sorry, it's really hard to tell from, well, in here with the headphones on, figuring out what the game sounds like. I suppose it's probably because the wind and the rain is so heavy today. So, dear, what do you think of the new cruise ship, the Continental? I can imagine the visitors have been good for your business, haven't they? And of course, everyone is welcome in Buxtonbury. They deserve to know our beautiful little town. But it's just so short-lived. Tourists won't bring anything meaningful to the table. They'll use our resources, expect our labour, and then leave again once they're bored. Ah, don't get me started, dear. And I could write essays about this, and I have. But not today. I'll just try and enjoy the interest in town for now. Okay. New personal best. I want some cold hard facts. However, don't give me one of those super heavy books. I can't get enough of letters from Egypt. Right, okay, fact book. There we go, that should be an easy one. Honestly, I just wanted to see if I could sell Madame Bovary's ovaries. Okay, what we got here? I think books with animals are cringe. Well, I think you're cringe. So screw you. Also, I absolutely don't care for books that try to give me life advice. But I'd love to read something to do with real life. So, real life. There we go. Mesopotamia buildings. Well, we sold a lot. I don't think we managed to scare off the tourists, which is a bit of a problem. How-to books. Fact books! Fact books! So many fact books! Finally! Ooh, dystopic fiction. Sure, let's go for dystopic fiction. 40 new fantasy books. Excellent. Mega Savings Day. So that's the one to daily expenses. And that one is 3 to daily expenses and only has 2 slots. Eesh, let's get rid of that. Put our preferred table out. And, oh, we'll get rid of the garlic while we're at it. Reintroduce our bust of St. Buxton. Reintroduce the books. No, not there. Back. Back. There we go. Drama and classic sale chance. Boost our plants, because why wouldn't we? Am I going to go to the Mega Marsh today? Sure, why not? Mega Marche, crime and drama. Okay. Crime, drama. One of each extra down there. 6 fact books. Oops. 5 of everything else. There we go. And we'll see how that sells. I may regret this because the Mega Marche Oh my god, someone killed the wavy arm dude. Press line, do not cross. Not the police, the press. Whee! Properly park the trolley. Ooh, recycling bin. Let's hear it for random theft. When picking up the recyclables, +1 gold. Nice. Advanced technology that lets you transform unsightly trash to cold hard cash. Yeah, baby. Oh, good, you're here. Quick, come on over. I have something to show you. See, someone must have taken matters into their own hands and deflated this mascot. You know what that means, right? My first investigative article about crime. Would you help me out a bit? I could use your hand keeping track of all the clues. Case of the hideous mascot. Trying to figure out who deflated Mega's latest mascot and confront them with the evidence. For starters, we should put everything up on a board so we can work out any connections. I quickly procured one for us at the supermarket. Investigation board. Pin a case to this board to begin investigating it. People around Books and Brew will be able to react to it whenever they see it in your shop. You can only investigate one case at a time. Oh my word, that's so silly. We can't let this story slip through our fingers, alright? So I made a case file here of all the facts we have so far. Here's a copy for you. There you go. You've just been deputised as assistant investigative reporter. That title doesn't really hold any legal value since I sort of made it up. So here's the rundown. Sometime last evening, someone came by and stabbed the mascot, but we have yet to find the murder weapon. However, this offence doesn't strike me as premeditated, but rather enacted in the heat of the moment. So if my hunch is correct, it should be somewhere around here. Oh, could you talk to someone at the Marché about the CCTV footage? Thanks, partner. Come back whenever you find any new clues. I'll be waiting here to keep an eye on the crime scene. Congratulations, you've just received your first case. While you want to investigate the case, make sure to keep it on the investigation board in your bookshop. Let me see. This is all a bit silly, really, isn't it? Hey, remember when crabcore was the thing in like 2009 or so? That was wild, right? Sorry, this is random. I just saw a crab at the beach, so... Oh, so you investigated the whole mascot thing too, huh? If you ask me, someone really did like the new mascot. But honestly, can you blame them? Alright, you're wondering about the CCTV footage? Yeah, Cassie's been getting on my case about that. Well, it looks like someone must have deleted it. Don't know how it happened. Klaus. It was Klaus who did it. Totally Klaus. Looks like someone deleted the CCTV footage of the crime. Honestly, I'm surprised that thing worked in the first place. So that suggests... Is the murder weapon somewhere nearby and clickable? If it is, I can't find it. Let's be honest here, it was Klaus. It was totally Klaus. Okay, what's Klaus want? Hi mate, I like niche books for the most part, but fact books are usual go-tos. Okay, fact book niche. The Gothic cookbook, that's as niche as it gets, my dude. What? The CCTV footage has been wiped? Peculiar. Who would have access to that? Who indeed? Klaus. So here's the rundown. Sometime last evening, someone came by and stabbed the master up. We've yet to find the murder weapon. La la la. Okay, we've read all this. So the murder weapon has got to be somewhere nearby. I'm sure there's 4 pigeons here earlier. Was it stabbed with a pigeon, do you think? Hello! Oh, what's with the clue board? Are you a real detective now? I'm not sure I believe you. No detective has that many books. So, you're saying someone destroyed the Mega Marsh Master? And you're finding out who did it? Cool! Someone needs help. Yeah, highlight my route. I hate those condescending self-help books and I can't deal with a dull book right now. However, I'd love to read something to do with real life. Short History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson. There we go, you'll love that. Yep, there we go. Nice, easy one. Ooh, I see something. I'm sure I saw something glinting under my caravan. Well, if there's something there, it's gone now. Darn it. Ooh, recommendation. Gotta do the job. See. Crime novel without plot twists. Oh. Wowzers, I've cleared my shelves today. I'm gonna be honest, I think you're SOL right now. Because you've come too late in the day and we've cleared most things out. Okay, I've actually sold a lot more than I expected to, given everything. Okay, so blah blah blah. Oops, I clicked on it again. The murder weapon. Kick through the leaves, I suppose. There's a possibility it was left in a pile of leaves somewhere. Or in a bush. In a tree. I'm doing the clicking around thing. I'm not seeing it. Maybe it will show up later. Right, 1 sec. I'm going to get myself a drink. Okay, and I'm back with a drink. Freebie books. Always grab the freebie books. Sure. And the 5 gold books, because those are nice and cheap. Ooh, 5 fact books there as well. Excellent. Okay, the cruise ship departs. We didn't exactly scare them off, did we? Oh well. New items in the bookshop. What we got? Investigation board and the mascot murder case. Where is it? Oh, it's inside the bookshop. Okay. It doesn't have a negative effect, and just generally positive. Let's put the recycling bin out because that's just useful, and I might be able to get rid of some trash and make moolah off it. Always a good idea to make money where you can. And I think so there's nothing particular today. Could do Waterfront Square. Watch the ship bugger off. I doubt it'll make much difference. I do need to get on with the quests at Cafe Liberté. And pick up a quest at Lighthouse. I don't particularly want to go back to do the Mega Marché. It's a difficult decision. Let's do Cafe Liberté and get the next bit of that quest done. That makes sense. Classic crime and travel. And we're going to go heavy on crime today because, well, we've got the thingy, English speaky good. There we go. The crime board up. The crime board will hopefully I've got a blasted cauldron there. Now, at least I was correct that we can grab recycling around here for great justice and cash. Welcome back to your Pillars of Business course. Congratulations on your success in our first 2 challenges. Now, the next stage is a bit more challenging. You see, our compendium prescribes that a good business must weather harder times. But I was not entirely sure what that might look like for small shops such as yours. What I thought it might be slightly unusual, but I would certainly assure me of your competence. Usually we put our bins behind the Liberté until they're collected. Today, though, I might put them out front. So, will you still be able to make sufficient sales while your customers have to navigate around this rubbish? Sell 10 books in a day with Mariam's bins around. Alright then, good luck. I will observe your success with great interest. Ooh, spoiled fish. Oh no, what's that smell? 12% crime sale chance, minus 12% to all other book sale chances, 50% to change it, minus 18% to customer count. Oh, I bet that would have been fantastic for getting rid of the blasted tourists. Oh, fiddlesticks. Well, we'll have to try again next time tourists come by. Marianne wants some help. You want... I want a book that was written by a woman, must-read piece of classic literature. Do you have anything like Night and Day? Can love and marriage coexist in a marriage necessary for happiness? Explore life in Edwardian London as Night and Day contrast, just as lives of Catherine and Mary. Okay. So, female author. That looks good to me. Yes, there we go. Oh, wow. Belinda's been on my to-be-read pile practically since that release. Okay, maybe not that long, but like a while. Lady, that book was released before you were born. Ding, ding. Tilda wants help. I like a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. I'm a huge crime story fan, and I wouldn't mind a whodunit. Okay, so... Let me see. This ghost's house. To a spooky little house with a friendly little ghost. This creatively printed children's book alternates from grayscale illustrations to transparent vellum pages, so the pale ghost appears to float through the pages. That's interesting. Not a whodunit, though. Time Travel Splendor from the King. We Solve Murders, Book 1. Amy is working as a bodyguard for a famous author on her private island when a body washes ashore. Thankfully, her father-in-law, Steve, is a retired police officer with plenty of free time in his hands. The first case in a series of this dynamic duo. Okay. Cask of Amontillado. I'm sure I've had Cask of Amontillado under classics, not crime, before. Westing Game, Misery. Anna Karenina, Moby Dick. Declaration of Rights, Woman and Female Citizen. Much ado about nothing. Swan's Way. Antigone yours out. Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Interesting. Firefly, Big Damn Hero. They released a Firefly book? Huh, cool. What we got here? Pet Cemetery, definitely not. Vanishing Stare. Locked Room Mystery, Treasure Hunt, Surprise Twist. See if that'll get one. Unexpected? Yes, there we go. Excellent. Oh, I really hope that didn't come through the stream sound, because whoopsie, something just started playing in the background that shouldn't have done. What a week. I only read serious sophisticated literature and I'm desperate for need some life advice. Life advice? Serious sophisticated literature. The how of happiness, my friend. This is what you want. Okay. Make me feel, make me think, give me something poetic. Also, I find outdated books rather charming. Okay, so a classic that makes you think. Poetic might be a bit of a stretch with what I've got, but... I mean, technically, William Shakespeare plays are generally in verse, so that would be poetic, wouldn't it? Go on, have some Shakespeare. You know you want to. Yep, there we go. Oh, no, okay. I thought there was something around the fountain there with a... Hey, look at this, but no, nothing. Phooey. Miriam's bins. Minus 20% to all book sale chance, plus 20% to distracting effects. Interesting. So I sold 7, 9, 12, 15. Okay, I think, I'm pretty sure I absolutely smashed, 10 in a challenging situation. So we'll have to come back tomorrow and laugh at Marianne because she failed. Free books. Yoink. And the mysterious attic find for 5. Also yoink. Box of fun facts. Self-improvement awaits. I've got to grab that one. That should hopefully, yes, solve my problem with not enough fact books once and for all. Look at that. I have at least 100 of every sort of book now. And I can only take 48 books total every day. That's a pain in the patootie. Okay, well, we've got a stinky fish now, which we can use to get rid of tourists. Next time the guys are there. What's on today? Waterfront Fish Market. Sure, let's do the fish market. We need maritime items. We've got 2 at the minute, I believe. So we've got the buoy. We've got life preserver. So options for maritime items. We've got another buoy, for which I'd have to sacrifice one of my flowers. Increase drama and kids sales. Okay, we'll stick the buoy up there. There we go. And a shell. -1 recommendation per day. +2. Yeah. Don't want to do that. Okay. Travel and fact books. Sounds good. So. Travel. Fact. 5 crime. 5 drama. 5 fantasy, 5 classic, 6 kids, and 1 each extra travel and fact. There we go. That's the setup for the day. Just looking through the spyglass. Hey, you're here too. Mate, if you like fish, I can't recommend this market enough. Just got some prime sushi grade salmon from Walt's colleague. Do you know how hard that is to find? These guys really know their stuff. Way more than supplies at Mega Marché. Yeah. Anyway, I'll just grab new read on my way out, yeah? Speaking of, what's Walt got for us today? A raw fish, a single oar, and the fishing net. Why is ore? Because I gotta buy things from Walt. Interesting. That suggests Walt knows who did it. Ooh, cannonball! It's quite old and rusty, but one could probably still fire it if one possessed the necessary criminal energy. Arr! Nice. Well. Yoink! Oh, go away, Walt. I wasn't trying to talk to you. I was trying to get over to recommend a book to Anne. Something romantic. Typically go for character-driven novels. Fan of books like North and South. Romantic character-driven novel, huh? That's character-driven. I don't know how more romantic. Oh, what the heck. Let's see how we fight for this one. Nope. I was curious and I failed. Oh well. Petting Bailey. Bailey still won't roll over. Boo. Not a well-trained dog. The owner should do something about that. Oh wait, I'm the owner. Oh well. Oh. Well, hello there, you handsome young pup. What a sweet dog. And hello to you too, dear. Good to see you again. But tell me, dear, how are you faring today? I see the shop is doing well. I quite like your selection. I see you're asking after what happened to that mascot. Well, I wish I could help, but you know, I'd never go to that bloody place if I can help it. Okay. Looking for a non-fiction book, but I absolutely don't care for books that try to give me life advice. Okay. Well, have troglodytes don't bite. That's non-fiction that doesn't give life advice. And a question. What we got? A book about nature. I quite like the feeling of a heftier book. Can't get enough about the boundless sea, so something big about nature. Herbcraft, the power of natural healing and hexing. That's a possibility. Let's try that one. Quite hefty. Natural. Natural, that's the word. And we've got absolutely love fancy. If a less than 200 pages, that's a plus for me. Merry Mr. Middle is one of my all-time favourites. Okay, so kids book, short. 5 on Treasure Island. The Field Guide, Spiderwick Chronicles. That's... go for that one. There we go. Figured that'd go down well. Although, actually, sales today haven't been all that sharp. Well, no, actually. We've sold 11 travel books. We just Still only made 46 gold. Oh, because I bought that bloody ore, didn't I, for 60 gold. That pretty much wiped out most of my profit for the day. Damn you, Walt. Take that fishing net off your hand. And your stinky fish. I hope that counts. Okay, that not only does count, I did actually finish Walt's quest. Buy 7 of Walt's old items, sorted, fan-dabby-dozy. So when I go back there next, Walt should have a new store open for me. Ooh, freebies. Nice. Nothing particular on today, so we're going back to the market again, or the seaside. We've got the cannonball and the fishing net. Let's get rid of the cauldron. That's not supposed to be there. Put the fishing net. The fishing net goes on the side there, so it doesn't get in the way. Okay, that's good. And the ore can go there. Okay, +1 to daily expenses, but that's pretty good. I reckon we're doing well off that. -1 recommendations a day, but the Happy Sailors thing increases recommendations. So, I think swings and roundabouts is not really worth the extra cost of that. So we'll go to the waterfront again. Do extra travel because that's what I sold most of yesterday. Actually, I might bite the bullet and put 13. Unlucky for some, but I'll be lucky if I can sell it all. We find out what Walt has open now, and apparently it looks like a cafe. Oi, over here, mate. Welcome. Ain't she a beaut? May I humbly present Walt's Trinkets and Treasures. Thanks to your patronage, we're finally ready to open. Trinkets and Treasures is up and running, no, not in small part due to your patronage. That's right, we've got the best fish and chips this side of Buxton Bay. And of course you can never have too many trinkets, ain't that right? Why don't you take a gander? First one's on the house. Ooh. Fish and chips, antique lantern. 100 gold, that is expensive. Big boost of fancy though. Where the heck is that going to go on a wooden shed like mine? So chips, +1 recommendation per day. Fish and chips, +1 recommendation per day. Fish and chips it is. Honestly, I have the chips as well if you're giving it free. Well then, now that we're in business, we're going to have to do some of whatchamacallit. See, he's already got his blabla plaque. What a git. Martin, that's right. Since you know, usually not many townsfolk come out to the waterfront, but I've noticed something attracts paying customers above all. Your books! Oh, the more you sell here, the more people visit me too. Attract customers to Walt's new shop with a cool cross-promotion deal. 30 books in a day at the waterfront. So here's my nifty promotion idea. For every book they buy, customers get a discount at Old Walt's. So you win because you'll sell more books, and I win because your customers will be coming my way right after. Brilliant plan, eh? That blah blah membership didn't go to waste after all. Only thing I'll have to do is let people know about the discount. Why don't you take this sign and parade it around town, see if anyone's interested in coming around here. Walt's ad sign attracts people from other locations to Walt's shop for every consecutive day you go elsewhere, up to 3 days in a row. While you have at least 6 maritime items in your shop. +1 sailor will come by today. That's a lot of maritime items. You're a class, kiddo. Just wait, we'll be drowning in customers soon enough. But in all seriousness, thanks for all you do for me, friend. Okay, well that's So how many maritime items do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I only need to add the shells, unless that counts as maritime. So actually fairly good on the maritime stuff already. Okay. Oh no, here comes Harper. Let's see. I'm looking for a non-fiction book and I have to get out of the house to give me a travel book. Discovering the Great Buxton region, one of my all-time favourites. Okay, travel, non-fiction. The Bookshop book. You want this. You want the Bookshop book. There we go. Nice, easy one. I want travel inspo. Do you have anything like 1,000 places to see before you die? The Book of Tea. Maybe not. In search of the most beautiful islands in the world. There we go. That'll do. Harper give. +3 to fact chance. +5% to drama sales. Cool. Huh. Hey, look. Looks like Walt opened up a new shop. How sweet. It was always such a constant to see him sitting on that step, come rain or snow. But I have a feeling that even our Walt's had enough of the weather at this point. All right, well, Sue's new. How's it going with you? I'm doing pretty well myself. Enjoying the fresh air. Thanks for taking the time to chat. I'll be getting along now. Ah, fascinating development here at the waterfront. Walt's Trinkets and Treasures. Do you happen to know what's behind that name? He sells fish and chips. Interesting. Maybe Walt will let me have a look behind the counter. I'll report back if I spot anything unexpected. You mean like a knife with red plastic on it? Possibly used to stab a wavy arm monster? You're the highlight of my route. I'm looking for a biography. I really enjoy the Saviour Fish. The Saviour Fish? Captivating blend of travel writing and environmental reportage, this erudite work chronicles the author's life on remote Ukru Island in Lake Victoria, offering a profound perspective on ecological and cultural upheaval. Sounds interesting. Have living in Alaska. There we go. Nice. And now Fern wants a recommendation. See, I'm looking for anything sci-fi, however, prefer something not too tragic. Okay. Go on. A long way to a small angry planet. You know you want it. Yes, you do want it. Fandabby-dozy. Right, what was that quest for today? Sell 30 books a day at the waterfront. We're up to 25 already. I think we're fairly well on track to do that one. Morning, dear. Yes, yes. Keep your grin to yourself. I'm aware it's almost noon. I don't understand why others my age always have to get up so early. Tilde, I am so with you. I came by because I wanted to thank you for giving Walter a hand with this shop. It's always nice to see the youth helping out in the community, and our dear Walt can be too stubborn. So I'm glad you encouraged and gave him a little push. Now he can finally conduct his business under a proper roof instead of pretending he doesn't notice the rain. And the waterfront can offer warm meals again. Let's hope this will attract a few more visitors. Yeah, as long as I attract 5 more sales, I'll be happy. Okay. See, I'm looking for a new pastime. I could use some ideas. Also prefer non-fiction, but doesn't want self-help. Okay. Villainous Victorians, 84 Charing Cross Road. Ooh, bother. Neither of those particularly good. Blue Highways, a travel trilogy. Let's go with that one. Ooh. Successfully recommend 5 books in a single day challenge. I got a award for that. Let's pet Bailey. Is a good boy, Bailey. Couldn't have done it without you, doggo. We are 1 off selling 13 a day. Come on, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You son of a... I clearly need to stock more travel books. Gosh darn it to heck. Oh, that stings. That really stings. I was so close. Oh well. Let's read the news. Chip shop opens at waterfront. Locals may find new favourite hangout. Retired fisherman Walter O'Cleary is known to all visitors to the waterfront square for his constancy and cheery nature no matter the weather. But despite his great reputation, O'Cleary's sales have suffered in the past. Fortunately, the former sailor has an unshakable attitude. Never quit and reeling in you're not ready to stop dancing with your catch. Or simply put, never give up. Hoping for a renewed interest in his wares, O'Cleary has now opened a permanent chip shop offering warm meals and maritime treasures. Right. So, we are going to... I need a maritime item that's... Okay, that counts as a maritime item. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do have the required 6 maritime items for activating the... While you have at least 6 maritime items in your shop, plus 1 sailor will come by. So that's good. So we're going to go to Waterfront Square. And we're going to take more travel books today. More travel books. And 1 more fantasy, because we didn't sell as many classics. And we're going to go. Let's see what we got. And also see what Walter has for sale today. Okay, not too much trash to clean up today. That's a good thing, I suppose. Let's see what Walter's got. Ahoy there! What can I help you with today, kiddo? The antique lantern for 100 gold. The vintage globe for 90. Country names and borders may be out of date. Plus 1 to daily expenses for each different location you visited in the past 7 days. Plus 2 to travel sale chance. The tattling trout. It echoes the wisdom of the sea. Critics say it's just Davy Jones's mouthpiece. Minus 2 recommendations a day, but 25% to maritime effects. That seems like a... I don't know if that's actually worth it. Why would you go with something that reduces your sales chances? Okay. Let me see. Something to do with real life wants animals. Okay. Homage Catalonia, Villainous Victorians, Shearwater, a bird and ocean, a long way home. There we go. Real life and animals. You're going to love it. And I love to sell it. And we are watching our book sales. We got to get 30. Come on, 30 book sales. So far, so good. Okay, let's see what Harper wants today. I won't mind something niche, but I can't deal with a dull book right now. Do you have anything like Troglodytes Don't Bite? Okay. So Villainous Victorians, you'll love that one, kiddo. Yep. Unconventional, but I haven't read that one since I was little. Kid, you are little. Whatever. I tend to lean a little more toward non-fiction, but I'm a traveller. I like reading about real places. Also, the longer the book, the better. I hope it's not too much bother. So, travel, real place, long book. Okay. Explorer's Guide to Georgetown, 320 pages. Cook as you are. Happily Ever After cookbook. Well, Explorer's Guide to Georgetown seems reasonable to me. There we go. Nice, easy recommendation there. How are we doing on our road to 30? 18 books already. Good, good. Oh, here comes Tilde. Good afternoon. You know, I still have a few books selling essentials left over from the last flea market. I'd be happy for you to take them off my hands the next one this Saturday. And if not, it's always nice to opportunity to browse some items, isn't it? Don't miss it, dear. Bye-bye for now. Darn, we are almost out of fact and travel books. What we got? Soft spot for science fiction. I like a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. Also, I won't mind something like a thriller. Okay. That's not going to be it. That's not going to be it. Can't spell treason without T. Certainly sounds... no. Happy Prince. The United States? Made no sense to me. It was such a stupid idea. How do you identify with somebody where they're talking about things like a Dairy Queen, which in the 90s, when I was growing up, I couldn't even go on the internet to check what a Dairy Queen was. And they just talked about it like everybody should know. And there was no explanation, and the teacher didn't even know what a Dairy Queen was. And that was just one of many cultural references in that bloody book that just made no sense. Ugh. Anyway. Had to say, and in case you couldn't tell, Outsiders was the one English book I studied that I absolutely loathed at university. Not at senior school. I keep saying university. University, it was... Well... I had a couple that I loathed. Mostly Galapagos was the worst, I think. Anyway. Let's go with that one, see if that goes, because I haven't got a clue otherwise. Nope. Doesn't have time travel, space travel, or cybernetics. Space... It's about the bloody NASA space program, you rotten git. Ugh. Screw you, hippie. That's going to fail my 30 for the day, isn't it? I'm going to be 2 off because of that. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yes, I am salty. Okay, that was a good deal. Okay, flea market today. What does the newspaper say? Oh, it's just... okay. Right, flea market. Flea market likes facts, classics and travel. Actually, we can keep the travel and facts. Run the classics on the 8th shelf. Bit of a risk, but we'll go with it. And actually, if we've got lots of facts out today, I want to make sure I've got that out. Right, what's this do? Attracts people from other locations to Walt's shop for every consecutive day you go elsewhere up to 3 days in a row. Okay. I want my... Am I selling classics today? I am selling classics today. So having the plant out makes sense. Ah, I would have to use... I have to replace something else with the plant. Maybe if... replace the doggo? Doggo's not coming with me today. We'll take the plant instead. Take the armchair. The squishy, squashy armchair. Doggo can stay at home. It's all in a good cause. Not at all, I just can't be bothered to deal with the dog today. Oh no, I get +2. Don't I? Yeah, it's silly to not take the dog. Because it's just extra cash when I make a successful sale. Yeah. What the heck, that'll do. Let's go to the flea market, and I'm not holding my breath about there being yep, only books. Damn it, I need shelves tilled. What paints do we have? Forest shade. Sure. Faded rose. And Liberté blue. I'm spending all my money on paints. I'm never using the damn things. It's a bad habit. It's a very bad habit. Same stuff. I don't want any of it. The Gothic vendor, what you got for me today? Gutting gore and a pumpkin figurine. +2% to fancy sale chance. I'll buy it. That'll add to... Yeah, play catch with a doggo.
Wow.
Hey, I'm glad I caught you today. Do you happen to have another book for me? I already finished the last one. You know, I've got lots of spare time in my hands, so... Don't be silly, Mr. Twiddle. Okay. Need another fancy novel. I'm trying to read more female authors. Okay, female fancy. Veronica Roth, Allegiant. Sure, there we go. Oh, that's not... Damn it, that wasn't fancy. That's dystopian sci-fi. Fudge. Complete brain fart. Ah. Do you know, I think I'm going to call it after this one. I'm struggling to focus today. I learned so much from Oscar Wilde. What the Hades is a child like Harper doing reading Oscar Wilde? Whatever. Whatever. Bother. Oh, recommendation. Here we go. I'd like a must-read classic piece of literature. However, humorous books aren't my vibe. War and Peace is one of my all-time favourites. Yeesh. You like to suffer, don't you? Great Gatsby. Dickens at Christmas. There we go. And a recommendation. What we got? Looking for a new piece for my collection. I'm craving new coming-of-age story, but I sometimes find light reading a bit boring. I'm a fan of books like Paradise Kiss. And the mangaka behind Nana comes a story of a fashion atelier, Paradise Kiss. Lose yourself in the heart-wrenching romance between a fashion school student and a schoolgirl turned model, all in front of the stylish backdrop of 2000s Tokyo. Okay. You can have Fault in Our Stars. That's a coming-of-age story. I mean, they die at the end, but who cares? Hey, I've been looking for you everywhere. As the president of the Fall Fear Fest committee, I want to make sure you're fully prepared for tomorrow. Let me see. No, babes, this is not enough. Where are the skeletons? The fake blood? But I'll excuse it this once. You won't be winning any awards that way. Now, that is one terrifying bookshop. I'd say your award chances are high. But there'll be one place that might give you some tough competition. Okay, don't tell anyone about this yet. I only know about it because I'm on the committee. Tilda is temporarily turning our old shop into a haunted house. I can't wait to go in there with my best friends. This is going to be the best Fear Fest of all time. Okay, so we're going to do one more day. We'll do the Fear Fest and then we'll call it a night. Oh, spit. Did I just miss a recommendation request? Ah, hellfire. Oh, never mind. We've sold an absolute bunch today, despite how much I spent. I mean, I doubt I even broke even, but... yeah, minus 26 after expenses. Oh well. 15 gold for unlabeled books. What we got? Smattering of stuff. Get used books for sale here. Oh, very nice. I just got an achievement for having 1,000 books in storage. only I could use them. Okay, so Fall Fear Fest today by the hotel. So, right, we need spooky, for which we are going to. I'm going to get rid of that for today. Move the chair back one, move the dog back one, and then we'll put the. Let me see. You're small. You can go over there. Move you. Right, small table. There, candelabra there. Pumpkin there. Cauldron. The question is, how spooky do we need it? Sorry, doggo. You're not spooky enough for Spooky Day. And okay, I can get the skull in the window there. Typewriter for spooky effects. Can I get the garlic in somewhere? Yes, garlic replacing that. Wait, where's the typewriter go? Okay, I think. Is that everything with a spooky vibe on it? Yes. Okay, that's everything I've got with a spooky vibe. We're absolutely loading it down. Oh, our only option for today is the Café Liberté. Fair enough. Classic travel and crime, and I suspect, oops, we're going to go very heavy on the crime and classics today. For fancy. For kids. And then an extra crime and an extra drama, I think. There we go. Ooh, spooky. Book handle antique. What? Full moon. Sell books during the Fall Fear Fest. Not much of achievement. Ooh, spooky skull. Who's afraid of books? Not a single spirit has dared to haunt your bookshop. Boo. Welcome, friends, to our annual celebrations. Fall Fear Fest is a night where our world and the world of spirits are closest. So please make space in your homes, at your tables and in your hearts for our ancestors and other kind and otherworldly visitors. Tonight we also celebrate a change of seasons as the bountiful autumn and dark winter meet. Let's look out for one another next month. No one should be left behind in the cold. Finally, we make our noise, we play games, and we dress up in our scariest garbs tonight to ward off any ill-intentioned spirits who might otherwise whisk away someone from our midst. So be loud, be merry, be big and frightening, and most importantly, enjoy our Fall Fear Fest. Thank you. Best decorated indeed. Congrats. I have a feeling we'll be clear of evil spirits tonight. Cool. I clearly got an award. Or something. What's it? Book handle and anti... I can't... I assume it's something like antiques in German or something? Hooray! Nothing like Grand Theft Lantern. I find it hilarious that they're going around complaining about, oh, who stabbed the statue, and not who's going around randomly stealing stuff off the street. Because let me solve that mystery. It's totally me randomly stealing stuff. See, what should I pick up? I want yearning and blushing, please. Also, I like escaping into fancy world. I really enjoyed fruits baskets. Okay. Yearning, blushing. Tenant Wildfell Hall is a possibility. I think you struggle with fruits basket. Colour purple. Striking epistolary novel that continuously insists on the solidarity, friendship, and romantic love between women of colour, even in the face of great adversities. Okay. Sense of sensibility. Well, that's definitely the yearning and blushing. Anna Karenina. Wuthering Heights. Much Ado About Nothing. Thumbelina. Secret History. Fall of the House of Usher. The Little Mermaid. Let me think. Ooh, soul music. This novel could be about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but it's about a rock band. Also, there's a troll in the band, and a dwarf, and a suspiciously elvish-looking guy. The medieval ears of the Discworld's citizens will hear metal. Death metal, so to speak. Thin, bony, talks like this. The Unusual Suspects, Sisters Grimm. Little House in the Big Woods. Animorphs. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've enjoyed Fruits Basket, which is a manga. Yearning and Blushing. I've done about Fancy World. Let's try this one. No yearning, no kisses, no romance. It's a queer love story. It was described as... Phooey. Do you feel that? The cold day's coming on. Guess I'll have to relocate to my workouts to the living room. Oh gosh, I'm gonna miss the sun. Life is rubbish without it. All the candles are helping a little in the darkness. Speaking of, great decorations. It's very atmospheric, like I'm in some sort of gothic romance novel. So, do you have anything like that for today? Odd romance, classic horror, picture Dorian Gray, gothic romance. We did have something that was gothic romance, didn't we? Did we? Meg. Oh, well, let's see if we can get to that one. Yep, there we go. Okay, thank goodness for that. Good old Fearfest. You know, it's my anniversary today. My wife and I met here almost 40 years ago because we both went apple bobbing at the same time. Here our heads together. Oh, I knew it was love right there and then. Ah, your time will come, kiddo. A grand seller must weather good times and hard times. I would say you've certainly achieved that. Well done. Oh, good. I did manage to pass that one. I must say I'm quite impressed with your perseverance. Now, this is where our second edition compendium from 1798 concludes. However, it is rumoured that the lost first edition from 1787 contained a seventh rule. No one has found this missing page yet, but it is the reason we still speak of the 7 pillars today. But no matter, for now you have earned yourself a break. But come back soon and we can continue with the second half of our course. Ah, joy. trick or treat. I'm joking, dear. But first, I hope you're enjoying your first Fear Fest. Will you come to my old shop later? I hear it's terribly haunted this time of year. I'd love to, except you won't let me in. Oi, I love the look today, mate. Great job on the decorations. I wish I could keep the fest aesthetics around all year, don't you? Especially after all the hard work Moira put into it this year. Man, I've never seen them so busy before. They even apologised for missing band practice once, whilst juggling all the organisation and the uni work and their cafe work. Mad respect. I sometimes miss practice just because I forget which day of the week it is. Okay, got a recommendation. See. I hate when books just end. Give me a series. Also, I'm looking for a biography. Blue Highways is one of my all-time favourites. Ooh. You want a biography? Third Gilmore Girl. That's a biography. Go on. See if that one bites. Yes, good. Excellent. Spirit sightings, costuming tradition. This is what I love about Buxtonbury. No matter how long I've lived here, there are always more traditions to uncover. Oh, hi. I'm just looking for a book. Yep, I don't even want to go in the haunted house unless you want to go there. Oh. It's not because I'm scared. I just thought you might be scared. And I could go with you to help you with all the ghosts. Yeah, let's go together. Don't worry, the ghosts might be friendly, right? Right. Once you're done with the sales, let's meet over at Tilde's shop. Okay, so apparently I'm doing the haunted house with the kiddo. Ah, joy. Well, I would say that was a very successful day of sales. Didn't shift much in the way of classics today, but we cleared out at least 3 shelves, so I'm quite happy with that. Hey, over here. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Yeah, something antique something. You stay reassuringly by Harper's side and enter the old bookshop together. The familiar smell of pages is faint, covered mostly by stale and dusty odour. It is darker than you thought it would be. In this light you can only make out shapes of what looks like bedsheet covered shelves, angled into a small maze that makes it hard to see where you're going next. With every careful step you brush past light cobwebs. Are they for decoration, or has the shop really been empty that long? Eee! Something touched my face! Around the corner, an old mirror leans against the wall. Was there something behind you just now? Suddenly, a creaky whisper emerges from somewhere you can't see. You dare enter the final resting place of Roderick Blyton? No one has disturbed my rest in 300 years! Roderick Blyton? I know that name from the history book I read once. He's real! Yes, my child, my deeds have been forgotten, but my fellow Buxtonians, you must uphold my memory. Tell my story. Of course, I will. Please let us go. You feel her little hand grab yours in the dark, dragging you forward towards the exit. Turning around, what you feel must be the last corner of this endless maze. A book lands in front of you with a heavy thud. It is covered in cobwebs and layers of dust. You feel strangely drawn to its mysterious glow. Do you touch it? Hell yeah! Mysterious grimoire. What is the provenance of this grimoire? Glows with latent magical energy. Whenever someone doesn't take a recommended book from before the 20th century. Whenever somebody doesn't take a recommended book from before the 20th century, plus 10% to classic sale chance, plus 10% to fancy sale chance, minus 2 to all other book sale chances, plus 10 to spooky effects, minus 20 to electrical effects. Interesting. While you still hunch over the book to decipher its title, a dark figure suddenly lunges out from an old wardrobe behind you. Woo! Ah! You and Harper shriek in terror and almost fall over each other as you both try to push through the door to the outside. That was terrible. Let's never do that again. Thanks for holding my hand. What? Don't be silly. I didn't hold your hand. As Harper tries to catch her breath, you watch the air in front of your face become visible in the sudden cold. Okay, that is actually kind of creepy. Nice. Your gaze turns upwards. Something catches your eyelashes. Looks like you caught your very first snow. Really? Snow turning up on the first day of winter? Yeah, right. That's probably the most unrealistic part of this entire game so far. Okay, so winter, we have the coffee machine still available and the weather vane. Don't be blown away by the awesome predictions of this wind instrument. Plus 2% to classic sale chance, plus 30% chance to weather effects, plus 1 daily expenses. I think I'm going to yoink that. See what that does for us. So where can we go with it? There we go. Let's stick it on the back of the bookshop. And we'll do it. That needs a paint, obviously. Obviously it needs painting. Paints. There we go. And we're going to do it in... Well... No, it's not paintable. That sucks. I thought for sure it'd be paintable. Phooey. I didn't want to do that. Down the bottom. Oh yes, we also got the grimoire and the pumpkin. Right, we can get rid of all of the spooky stuff because that was all out for spooky season. So that's all gone now. Replace it with the important stuff like the doggo. Bring back the dog bed. Actually, no, we want the dog bed there. We want the chair there. Dog back on his bed where he belongs. Recycling for that little extra cash we generate. Okay, and up to the top, our cactus back in the window. And those hanging flowers there. And our copper jug to boost all our flowers again. Now, I did say actually that I'd leave it after that one. So we've done another 2 weeks of the game, and that went actually a lot quicker than the last time we did 2 weeks. It's only less. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's been less than 2.5 hours. Much shorter stream to get through 2 weeks this time. I wonder why that was. Well, whatever. We'll leave it there tonight, and we'll come back on Monday to have a start on the winter months and see what we get from that. See, where were we overview wise? We've got through the hard times, so we've got another quest at Cafe Liberté to do as we progress on our membership of Blabber. Castle Ruins, we still need to give scary recommendations to the kids out there. Lighthouse, we still need to talk to somebody about getting a stage for the band. University, I'm sure there's obviously Yeah, there's 3 more quests that we know about to get out there. Mega Marche was still doing the murder mystery. Find out who stabbed the mascot and why. We've got 1 of 4 clues at the minute. Waterfront Square, we're okay, but we do need 30 sales for Walter. That's going to be an interesting one. Yes, so considering it's sales day, we're probably going to hit Mega Marche at the start of next stream. But for now, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for coming to the stream. It's been it's been difficult to focus, which is partly why I'm calling it so early tonight. But it is what it is. Thank you all for coming. My name's been Redacted, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Goodbye.